Welcome to an all-new episode of Flag to Flag Media Live. Flag to Flag Media Live is your go-to source for racing content at all levels. Host Matt Lamar, along with co-hosts JT Huffman, Zach Stalker, Peyton Walker, and Owen Bowers, keep you up to date, flag to flag, on all the latest racing news and promote upcoming events at local, regional, and national levels. We hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks for watching. All right, welcome to episode 82 of Flag to Flag Media Live, and I don't know where this show is going to go tonight. So I changed the format a little bit of the post that I do every Thursday around lunchtime. I just try to change the format and make it look a little bit more professional. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if it put out a lot more notifications, but I've never had a live show post blow up like it did today. So we've got a lot to talk about. Thanks, Grant, for coming back and filling in for an empty seat over there. I don't know who you're filling in for, but hey, thanks for coming back.
Where's Owen?
I think Owen fills in for me when I can't make it.
Owen's night shift schedule's kind of got him a little bit messed up, so he has to work.
Seen him.
Well, he works.
And he wasn't working. He said he was off tonight.
He works 6 days in a row. He's off 2 days, so the 2 days he's off, he tries to spend as much time as he can with family. So
that makes sense.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about the Don Russ Memorial, which JT has a lot to talk about that. And we've got Woo coming to Brownstown Saturday. We've got some national updates. We've got Lucas at Lernerville this weekend. We've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So what I'm going to do is, it's technically 8:03 p.m. So we've been on the air for 3 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room that JT finished fifth Saturday night in Don Russ Memorial. Okay, let me do this first. I'm going to talk about the results, and then we'll get into the elephant.
You done screwed this up.
Yeah, you fucked that all up.
Hey, it's all right though. It's my hour. Pure Stocks. Congratulations to Brent McMillan on winning the Don Russ Memorial. Josh Turner was second. This ain't even right. I'm pretty sure that AJ Wilson got third, didn't he?
Yeah.
After the DQs.
Yeah, after the DQ. Daniel Hupp and Preston Carr. Crates, Chad Stapleton, Derek Groomer, Ron Moon, Robert Rainey, and Alan Magner. Super Stocks, Zach Sasser picked up the win. Matt Botnick was second. Isaiah Sasser third. Tucker Chastain fourth. Greg Amick fifth. And the Crown Vics, Matt Cranmer picked up the win. Eric Lewis second. Todd Kane third. Matt Weston fourth. Ryan Woods fifth. And in the Hornets, congratulations to Jeremy Ogle on his first win. Michael Brewer was second. Gabe Gross was third. Shannon Walp fourth. Cordell Moore fifth. I was thinking about the DQs when I wrote this down, and I wasn't sure where it was going to go tonight. So, JT, I'm just going to give you the floor. You can explain to people what happened Saturday night. You finished fifth and went to the tech shed, and you and Tommy Flinner were DQ'd. So you go ahead and
so we'll start off.
Tell your part.
We had a really good night going through the fastest heat race there. When I say fast heat race, it was the fastest heat race there. They all had good cars in it, but we had the fastest. We had Brent, we had Josh, we had Wilson, we had Phillip. I mean, we had good cars in it. Ran third in the heat race after we qualified fourth, so we gained a spot there. Started, fourth row in the feature, fifth row in the feature. Went backwards, started moving our way back up, and I got in Streville and cut down a tire. Came to the pits with a flat tire. I was rolling pretty good through the pits. Came across the creek. Zach and Bud and Dad were trying to change the tire. Green flag came back out. Caution came out instantly.
But they didn't score a lap.
They didn't score a lap. Got tire changed, and we made it back out there in time. So big thanks to all my guys and, Zach and everybody for helping get the car back out onto the track. Cause that was my first Don Russ. And I was planning on that being my last pure stock race for a while.
Right.
I just had never been a part of the Don Russ and I wanted to be a part of it. So we ran top 5. They gave us the checkered flag. They said top 5, bypass the scale shack, follow the pace truck to the barn where they are going to take us. So we all pull into this barn. They wouldn't let nobody in. You were allowed to have one crew member in there with you. They said to take the air cleaner off, the distributor out, and take a shock off. I had to go because at the time late models were rolling out.
Right.
And we didn't know there was going to be a 30-minute delay. So I left and left Bud up there and Bud's the one that owns the car, Bud Stearns, to handle the car. And while I'm down there, he calls and says that they need Dad up there. So Dad goes up there to pull the distributor out. So when they said they were going to pull the distributor out, my mind went, well, they're going to check for a roller cam. I knew when I unloaded the car that it had a roller cam in it. And I know the rules say that you can't have a roller cam. So I did do it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I didn't know because I didn't know. I can't blame it on Bud because I knew when the car unloaded that it was there. So what happened was last year we had a flat tap. We had a motor in the car. We tore it up. And then we had a new motor built in Salem. One of the guys in Salem built it for us. And we broke it in the night before the races because we just got it in time to put it in for the next race because we were running for points that year. And when we fired it up, it ran fine, ran through a heat cycle, shut it off, waited a couple hours, it cooled back down, fired up, ran through another heat cycle, shut it off. That was the end of that. The next morning, Dad goes out there and fires it up again. And when he fires it up, that time, it doesn't sound right, kind of like a backfire to it and popping. Call the motor guy. He comes out, looks at it, start pulling stuff off of it to look. And we had evidently the motor guy said we'd got a bad set of lifters. So when we got the bad set of lifters, it ate the cam up and destroyed the cam. And there was like 2 lifters that were, it's shit metal everywhere. So we're racing for points that night. So if you remember correctly that night, that Saturday night, we showed up with a Crown Vic. It was my Crown Vic. And Bud ran it with the pure stocks. That's why he ran it that night with the pure stocks, because we junked the cam and
you're trying to save for points.
We're trying to run points, which he ended up getting 3rd in points. So he spent a bunch of money. Bud spent a bunch of money getting that motor done, and he was gonna have to spend a bunch more money. I had a cam and lifter set out of my super stock from the 421 I blew up a couple years ago. I had it wrapped up, it all brand new. And I said, Bud, just put this in there. I said, they've never checked it. I said that. I said, put this cam in there and these lifters. They've never checked it. And they did not check it the rest of the year. So we finished the year with so I guess I'm telling you that we cheated last year too, because we did. So we've had a roller cam in it for about a year. And no one is against the rules. We had all winter. Actually, we just put this motor in and it's got a new cam in it. And they asked me what I thought. I said, I'd order another roller cam for it. So not only did we use my old cam, that was a roller cam with roller lifters, I told them to put this roller cam with roller lifters in too. That was me. I told them, so nobody said nothing yet.
Right.
So that's what we did. And the car went from the back to the front. I've talked to Mike since then, and we were nice. Nobody was mad at the racetrack. We were a little disappointed because we ran top 5, but nobody was mean to nobody. We didn't try to fight it. We didn't argue. You got us. But I'm not going to sit here and say, well, we didn't know it was in there, because I did know it was in there.
Right.
So first off, I want to say there's no hard feelings between me, Mike, and Jim at all. And I've talked to both of them. And I actually told Mike, I said, bravo for you for sticking to it and not saying do better next week.
Right.
Because we've been down that rabbit hole before where they've caught something and they'd be like, well, just don't come back with that.
Right.
And then you get a week, change it.
They took action on it.
They took action. And Tommy had the same problem I did.
Right.
And as far as I know, he didn't get into it with him either. You got us. It is what it is. Yeah. Spade to spade.
Right.
So, I did. It was 100%. Last year, we did it to save money. Put the new one in it this year. I told him just keep with it. So yeah, that's not why the car ran top 5, because it was really slick. I probably didn't use half throttle in the car, and the roller cam to me doesn't. You can get different lobes and stuff with cam and get a little more aggressive with it, but that's a really mild cam. But after we got that bad set of lifters and cam, it trashed all that, trashed $600 or $700 worth of stuff.
Right. So
that's why we went with the roller. Like I said, I want a big shout out to Mike for sticking to the rules. And I wasn't mad at all. I
do appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you coming on here and discussing it, because I think that teching and enforcement of the rules is, and I'm not talking about just Brownstown. So I know that we talk a lot about Brownstown, but I'm talking about across the country. Teching and holding to the rules it means more than anything, right? I mean, if you are going to take one person, take them all the same way. And if you're going to hold one person accountable, hold them all accountable.
Right.
And do it all year.
All year.
Not just one race.
Not just one race.
That's the thing, because what they just did there, that's awesome. 5-6 years ago, they didn't do that.
Right.
They made up the rules as the night went on.
And I'll say this, and I'm not talking about any certain racer. I'm not talking about, but if you go back through, well, I know you were, but I'm saying if you go back through the history of auto racing, it doesn't matter what genre it is, anything. The thing about racing is there's some level of cheating that has always been involved in racing. From day one, when the moonshiners were trying to beat the cops through the woods to get moonshine in one place, to current day, it's just part of it, because everybody's always trying to find a 10th. Everybody's always trying to find. Racing is a very, very expensive sport, and every bit of money you can make in today's day and age means a lot. So just because there's a rule book that's thrown on the table at the beginning of the year, I mean, Scott Bloomquist is the greatest of all time when it comes to the gray area of a rule book, right? I mean, it's they're going to get pushed. People are going to do what they can to get that 10th, 2/10, extra $500 at the end of Saturday night. So long story short, that's my soapbox moment, but I just want to say it's the honesty. You caught me. It is what it is. We knew it. We'll move on to next week.
Mike's one of the nicest guys you'll meet, and it does a super great job at what he does. So I told him to keep it up. I said, we'll switch our cam and we'll be back. So
right. And that's the way that it should be. I mean, if you get caught, you get caught. It is what it is.
Right.
Change it out and move on. I mean, there's going to be another race down the road next weekend, whatever.
Right.
Go back.
And to address Brand, I didn't lose any of my sponsors. I think they'd have been disappointed if I wasn't trying to win.
Right. Exactly. All right. So what's going on, Chad, Debbie, Tracy? How are you doing? Kenny Simpson's watching because Grant's on tonight. What's going on with Kenny Humphrey? Anthony, here's another thing. So we'll address this too while we're talking about negative stuff, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know what's, obviously whenever I've said it 1,000 times, when I started the show, really wasn't into bashing people, tracks, concession stands, something like that. But there's just something about, there's something.
You just had to throw the concession.
Well, there are some shitty concession stands, but I don't know there's 10,000 rumors about Brownstown Speedway, what's going on at Brownstown, this and that and this and that. So they've supposedly put on new dirt over the winter. Saturday night was so dusty you couldn't even see. I mean, I was watching on Dirt Media. You guys went out for your feature. They threw the green flag, and I thought
I was going to die.
I couldn't even tell what class was on the track. Marty O'Neill spun out on the front stretch. How he didn't get plowed over, I have no idea.
It was like when they threw the green flag and we took off, it was like they shut the lights out.
Yeah,
I was like,
somebody took flour and threw it in your face.
Yeah.
You couldn't see nothing.
No.
So what's going on with that? I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm just a media guy. I don't know.
Jesus, I haven't heard that in a while.
And I will say this, that there's, I'll address it right now, that there was a comment on the thing about speed limits in the pits. To me, I think I've been going to a lot of races, especially regionally here lately. There's a lot of stuff that happens at racetracks that I shake my head about, but who enforces it, right? I mean, who's going to enforce it? So you got speed, you've got, in my opinion, overuse of ATVs and UTVs in the pits. Mm-hmm. You've got, there's no walking lanes in pits, so you can't blame the drivers. I mean, right? I mean, they're trying to get to and from the track to the pits for the next race, but people are wandering around and looking up in the sky and everything. I don't know where you draw the line at, right? I mean, do you
Shoot, half the time at any track you go to, you're trying to dodge water pits and the going down pit road.
Yeah.
So you're just I mean,
yeah. So there's so many things that we could bring up. I don't how you fix it. I have no idea. It's no different than, you get into the national stuff. How do you fix the aero stuff that's going on? How do you fix, one car dominate on? I don't know. It's racing. It is what it is, but there are some facilities you go to that are a lot nicer than others and have stricter rules and this and that. But I think a lot of it depends on the rules and how they're enforced, just like JT was talking about with the tech getting enforced. I mean, tech needs to be enforced. Pit rules need to be enforced. I mean, I love drinking beer. I love my Busch Lights, but it says in the rule book too that there's no beer in the pits. I mean, you see it all night long.
Yeah.
But there was 10 cans on the ground beside us halfway through the night. That wasn't ours.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, if stuff's going to be enforced, it needs to be enforced through the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, every week.
Every week it needs to be.
It can't be 1 week out of the year and then that'll be it.
Right. So that's just my soapbox moment on some of the stuff that I seen on social media today. I do feel a little bit better. I don't know about you guys. I feel.
I don't know. It's hotter than shit in here, dude. I'm sweating.
You think it's hot in here?
Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, feeling better.
The air conditioner's on over there, ain't Grant? Maybe I'm just getting worked up. I don't know. Are you getting worked up?
No.
Oh,
I'm burning up.
I was
Dude.
trying to turn it my way, but turn it.
it's still better than it is outside, I think.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Maybe. I don't know.
About
Anyway.
the
But
same.
back to that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's not just Brownstown just because it's where you got caught. Anywhere, Bloomington, Circle City, Paragon, Putmanville, not just Indiana, everywhere. If you enforce the rules every year, every week, every race, you wouldn't have someone say, well, they haven't checked in a year, so why not?
Right.
I don't blame you.
Right.
I'm not saying I cheat, but I'm just saying, like,
Right.
they don't check it in a year.
Right.
And if that wasn't the Don Russ, would they have checked?
No.
Probably not. But I'm just saying, it shouldn't just have to be a big race
To be
at
checked.
any track.
Right.
It should just be like, oh, hey, you finished fourth. We're going to check you this week.
Right.
They may not check the first, second, third, because fourth and fifth be like, oh, they'll probably only check top three. Let's try it.
I mean, you could even do a random draw every week. We're doing the top five. We're doing third, fourth, and fifth. We're doing just the front two. We're doing 6 and 7, just to see, I agree with that.
Yeah.
There is some praise on here. Elizabeth said that JT did 99% more than what others would do if they were in your shoes. Dustin Russ said, at least you're honest. Elizabeth said, let's be honest, you two were the ones that got caught. They're more where you two came from. Dustin said it needs to be done more often. Kenny said, kudos, JT, because you are correct about tech letting stuff slide. The infamous gray area, 100%, Jamie. I mean, to me, that's what racers they go off of, right? It's the gray area.
Right.
It's always been that way, and it's not going to change.
Well, I was in the black area.
You
He was
done
colorblind.
fell off the gray area.
I jumped in over
He
the
was
gray.
colorblind.
Yeah. That's hilarious because there was some lady hollering in the pit stands. He's got a roller cam to someone at the top of her lungs.
She probably didn't even know what a roller cam was.
No.
Like I said, there's a roller cam would not have helped anybody,
No.
but it is against the rules. So I wasn't mad about it.
It's not like
or
you walked
anything.
away from the race. Like, you didn't win by like straightaway. You finished fifth.
Yeah.
Brent said they were talking about him
Oh,
right there.
I was glad to see Brent win. I really like
Brent
Brent.
was, he looked good Saturday.
He's one of
night.
the nicest guys you'll meet up there.
And I thought it was cool. To me, the whole pure stock race was just chaos, in my opinion.
Well, we couldn't see from
So then-
fifth on back.
So then AJ gets into Josh Turner in 3 and 4. It's a racing deal. I know Josh probably couldn't see what happened.
He did that for me so I could get back out there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So then both of them go to the tail, and they still finished in DQ and stuff, but they still finished top 5, which I thought was pretty cool. That as they rebounded like they did to get back up front. So,
And I looked at AJ's car after, because I walked over to him after the race was over and said, "How was you?" The A-arm was bent like a U,
right.
and the whole left front was shoved in. I don't even know how he was driving.
Me
it.
either. I thought he was done whenever his car was sitting on the track. I was like, hey, he's done.
Yeah, he's got nothing to hang his hat about because that car was fast. Like he passed me like that,
Right. And they were like, oh, AJ's going to
And
keep
you were
going.
cheating.
And I was like, what?
and I was cheating.
And you were cheating? Josh Wall said it was my first night ever out in the car. It sucked.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Well,
Welcome to racing.
eventually.
Lou said, but that speed limit should be a blanket rule no matter who you are, what class. Here's the thing about that, Elizabeth, and I'm just going to go ahead and break the ice on this. When it comes to monitoring the speed limit rule, that if you're going to enforce it, it has to, just like you said, it has to be for everyone every night. Because I've even seen Lucas Oil and World of Outlaw nights, these guys going to hot pits and stuff like that. They could care less about a stop sign.
Motor's hot and they're revving the crap out of it.
Yes.
Flying through the pits.
They don't care. They just fly through the pit. And I'm not saying just Brownstown either. That's everywhere. When will Thunder schedule? Dustin, if you hang on here a little bit, I'm going to go over some Thunder Valley stuff. What I know, what I can share.
Are you?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me nothing all week.
Well,
Should have showed up early.
yeah, should show
I
up
was
early.
helping Zach.
Oh.
We was making some big changes on the late model.
Shane said you definitely didn't have to dodge water Brownstown Saturday. No, you didn't. I'll go to Party City and get a cop uniform and a radar gun. There
we
you go.
Austin's on.
Austin Perry is now the pit police.
He's a siren.
Kenny said this heat's brutal in the plant right now. Our air conditioner's trying to work over there. I don't know if it's getting much work out of it or not, but Phil Boudreau needs to hook you up with a mini split unit for Media Barn. We've actually, me and Philip have talked about it, so it needs to happen eventually. JT steering didn't fall off at least, so that's a plus.
Yeah. There's some gains.
Brent said, I just wish they would do it before. We know there were cars there that wouldn't pass tech that was allowed to race all night and jostle guys up in positions that are legal. I mean, that's true.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you could have teched them before, you know.
They had their hands full before over in our side. The tech guy was really busy.
What, over there across the creek?
Yeah.
He was busy.
And you're right, AJ. The promoter has to back the tech man. To me, here's the thing. I think the tech man should have full control over the whole situation anyway.
I hate it because Mike's a good dude.
Super good.
He knows what's right, but unfortunately, he's got to follow.
Lane Hart said the two biggest cheers was for the water truck. They had the biggest fan base there Saturday night.
It was very dusty, but I did find out. I'm not going to tell you who told me, but I did find out that you're only allowed to test at Brownstown on Mondays now.
I did hear that.
I don't know what else he's limited on. I don't think there's probably a limit on the water truck being out there, but like if he wanted to try something and have cars test on, see what the track did, he can't do that.
Right.
Because he doesn't have enough time to do that.
Is that a fair board thing?
Yeah, I was told the fair board told him that he's only allowed to have tests on Mondays afternoons.
Why? Is that like a insurance policy thing?
I don't know what that has to do with the people up there by the lake or what, but
shouldn't have moved by a racetrack.
I mean, that's my argument with Thunder Valley for years because they were
the racetrack
so strict on our curfew.
How long there's houses in there?
But then you watch stuff on Flow about, which I know it's a different state, but Fairbury, like everybody in the town of Fairbury works at the racetrack. Yeah. They just all pitch in and they do whatever, run water trucks. And Zach, do you remember going through turn 4 in the first lap?
If it's what I think he's talking about, he was right in front of me, and the only thing I could see was a white part on the bottom of his race car. I'm pretty sure, and I was just hoping I wasn't going to run over nobody if that's what he's talking about. Yeah. But it was pretty treacherous. As soon as he gunned it, I couldn't see anything. No, and I'm just like, man, I hope I don't hit nobody.
Right.
Yeah, I seen Brent Lee's picture, and it looked like someone was just out there doing donuts. Yep. Like that's what it looked like.
It really wasn't safe to go down the backstretch because if somebody would have spun out,
it'd have been bad.
It'd have been bad, yeah.
AJ said I couldn't see for the 5 laps when I restarted on the tail in 1 and 2. Had no idea where I was on the track.
I tell you what, us guys up front for not being able to see, we raced pretty good on that first lap because no one hit each other. I mean, as far as I could tell.
You couldn't see.
Yeah, there you
go. Shane said same crap at Bloomington. Move to a track. That's the 100% truth.
Oh.
You know, a racetrack's there. Go move next to it. If you don't like the races.
I did think it was very stand up for them to get on there and take the blame.
They did.
Yeah,
I thought that was
Jamie
respectful.
Jamie come over the receiver and said that Jim was pretty tore up that they couldn't get water to stay in it all night. And
obviously that wasn't his intent. he didn't start the night thinking, well, I hope this
Yeah,
thing's so dusty nobody can see him.
Yeah.
That way they'll come back.
And I hate.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate for the racetrack is just the pointing finger and blame. I mean, it
Yeah.
is dirt. You try to water. You try to do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it was 2,000 degrees outside
Right.
Saturday.
Everybody's got a million ways to fix it, but nobody's got a million
Yeah.
hours worth of time to go help.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not going to get on a soapbox on it, but the whole bashing the track and everything, I mean, come on. You know, it ain't like it's this way every week.
No, it's not.
And if you don't want a little bit of dust, don't come to the racetrack. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Now that you bring it up, I am going to get on a soapbox because we've got 55 people watching. I've been wanting to say this for a long time, and I'm just going to say it. But social media pisses me off because there are so many. I don't know what happened to this show tonight, but we're just being real and raw. It pisses me off because every keyboard warrior out there knows how to run a racetrack. They're the best racer at the racetrack. They can work the concession stand the best at the racetrack. Got it in again there, see that? But here's the thing. There are so many tracks that you can go support. If you don't like one track, go try a different track. Don't keep going back to the same track every Saturday night and just bash and bash and bash and bash and bash.
Yeah,
And we don't.
I feel better.
because you look dumb.
Yeah,
We don't
You're
get-
bashing. You're still going to go give them money.
And
Like,
some of the people
right.
that get on there and bash are mad at a certain situation of what happened, and you don't get to hear the other side.
no.
Like there's a couple guys that was posting stuff this week that wasn't even there that were griping and complaining about the racetrack. And first off, they wasn't even there, and second off, not everybody knows the other side of that story.
Right.
You know, I've heard the other side of it, and if everybody else heard the other side of it, they probably would agree with the racetrack on what they decided.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not standing up for Brownstown. I mean, the track was awful.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't, but they owned up to it. And
move on.
You
It's
know?
like you cheating in the feature.
yeah, well, I mean,
It happens.
yeah.
And you move on. Go the next weekend.
right. And I've complained about I'm not paying enough before too, but you know, I still go every
Still
week.
go every
I'm
Saturday
just
night.
disappointed that you cheated and you didn't win.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that
if
was
you're going to cheat, at least win.
that was the intent. I didn't cheat good enough.
But like I said, that goes all back to enforcing the rules every week, every race, that someone can't just be like, well, they haven't checked me for a year.
Is that
Right.
a roller cam?
Right.
I think
Like-
it is.
Like, why, let's take the chance.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening to my soapbox moment.
Stay on. I'm sure there'll be more.
So, social media is a double-edged sword. I've said it since day one from a long time ago. It's the greatest thing on earth when it comes to getting results, news, that type of stuff. But it's also a place for everybody to get on there and
Pound them keys.
Yeah. so is what it is.
That's a pretty good sound effect.
It was well done.
Yeah.
I didn't have to use any kind of sound. I just did it on my own.
I'm going to have to pound the deodorant after this, boys.
Are you hot?
It's warm.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
I stunk before I came.
We'll get through it. We only got 30 more minutes.
Maybe.
Okay.
31.
Where's we at? Gotta get old Hawk.
No, I think we were up more, weren't we?
Yeah, right here. This
Finley.
Yeah.
Finley said something there.
Yeah, Finley said we need to get GoFundMe page for Stalker.
Oh,
Rick.
yeah.
Well, I will tell you this.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Big boy
I
class.
had called Zach because Rip had called me and said there was a big incident that happened at Brownstown Saturday night that Zach Stalker was running third in the feature and pulled off for no reason. And I didn't know what Rip was talking about. That kind of dawned on me that, that Zach was running third and pulled off. There was no smoke. There was nothing. There was nothing that signaled that he was having issues. So Rip was tore up about it. He's like, he's just getting scared. We need to go to his house and talk to him. So I was like, well, I'll call Zach and I'll see what he's doing or whatever. So I text Zach and I'm like, hey, are you working tonight or what are you doing tonight? Are you working on the race car? And he said, no, I'm playing softball. Well, then Rip was all tore up because he wanted to go over there late breaking news and get what happened to Zach because Rip still thinks that Zach is scared. I don't know what's going on there, but I tried to tell him, I was like, well, I talked to Zach, the rear end, broke in the car or whatever. Now that you've got some pictures, I just need to show him because he's still not believing.
Yeah. Yeah. The Jerry Davis engine has a little bit too much power for that
It could
rear
be.
end. So
Could be blow the gears plumb out of it.
Best
we
one
were
out there.
running good. Man, we were running good. We were having a good time and catching second a little bit. I noticed it started making some funny noises. And I went into the corner and it made a
Boom,
real funny
gone.
noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny
Yeah.
noises aren't ever a sign to
No.
pull off.
But
Drive it harder, maybe it'll quit.
I did. I drove it harder and I don't know. We got a really good car, but tore it apart and pretty well junked the rear end. So I went and picked one up today, and hopefully we'll have it all back together by next weekend and
Rip,
get back up there.
I'll let Rip know what was going on, but he was tore up.
I can send him the pictures.
He was cheering you on and everything. Then all of a sudden you pulled off and it just tore him up. So I don't know.
I got a paperweight or boat anchor, whatever you want to use it for. I got one. So
I'm going to talk to him because he was talking about the brakes being bad in the van.
Yeah,
he might be able to use it just to throw it out behind the rear tire so the van don't roll.
It'll definitely stop.
I'll let him know.
The wheels won't turn.
Yeah. Kenny Humphrey said you got to get the old Hawk 2 girl up there to water it.
Man, that shit's annoying.
I have never seen anything go so viral in all my life. Hawk 2.
Spit on that thing.
Spit on that thing. Hawk 2 tire prep. AJ's got a quote. We will have the best racetrack we will have all year. Brent McMillan last Thursday.
So it sounds like just blaming on Brent.
Yeah, we'll have to blame it on Brent, I guess. Saints have not bashing, but honestly, the track has not been that good all season. Yeah, it hasn't been. But I think
the new dirt's really got them thrown for a loop, I think.
I'm not a fan of new dirt. Like, I know dirt gets wore out. Look, same thing happened to Eldora right before the million. They go put hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of dirt on it, which they have a lot of money, but they dig it up 3 days before the million show. And it's like new dirt, just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Robert said AJ Easy. He must have been on the alcohol Thursday. My favorites are the people that bitch about the racetrack but aren't even there in person. 100%, Robert. I agree with you 100%. Brady says nothing wrong with cheating.
Appreciate that.
Jamie said it were racers at all. I was told Lawrenceburg was bad, dusty too. It's just that time of the year. I mean,
grass is dying in our yard already.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad it is.
Yeah.
Robert starting shit in that comment. Hell, Robert Rainey cheats every week and can't crack the top 10. He did get a top 10 last weekend though,
because no one could see the drive.
Well,
he started in front of me and I started 8. So I mean, he started pretty good, pretty far up there.
Yep. Billy's got a good comment. I think it's Billy, but he said if you don't like the way the track is, volunteer. That's why I've said that about every track.
Yeah.
Go there and volunteer to work or get paid a little bit, whatever. What's going on, Oklahoma?
30 minutes late.
Robert's been on a high all week since his career best finish Saturday. The thing about the pre-race tech is that there's only one of me and I get rushed and sometimes miss stuff. If I pulled distributors pre-race, it would be a lot of work and possibly yeah, I agree with that too, Mike. I agree with that.
Don't pull distributors.
I thought you did a great job.
Yeah, I think you did too.
I think you always do a great job. Brady Watson heard that. Better get back to LPS and Paragon, one hit wonder.
I'm gonna start calling them Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry. I do appreciate them getting my comment count up though. Brent said it worked out for me, boys. Yes, she sure did. Robbie Meadows don't think they ran Saturday promoter and his son was there running their pure stock.
Robbie, I didn't see Robbie comment.
I didn't see Robbie comment.
Yeah, you read it.
Oh, right here. Yeah, I was talking about this. Sorry, Robbie. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's Jim Curry used to say that back in the day.
I appreciate all the support.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a lot better about it because I was dreading coming on here today and owning that. So
it is what it is. I mean, I think you get a lot more respect if people just own up to it and say, hey, I did it. It is what it is, you know.
Whoa. Shannon Walp said, JT, thanks for the stickers. Actually, I'm the one that had the stickers.
He didn't have the 95H ones I gave him.
You gave him 95H
Yeah,
stickers?
and he put them on the car. He didn't know that made his car illegal or he wouldn't have done it.
Say, because I had the flag stickers.
So do you think your super stock gets teched real heavily now?
It's good to go. So you're allowed to run roller cam in it.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
Never been through Lawrenceburg Tech. Never been there.
I've only been to Lawrenceburg once. They got a barn, don't they? Don't they have a tech barn? You've been up there, ain't you?
Yeah, sort of. They have, and then they have kind of like a lean-to. Depends on what race they're like doing.
What they're having.
I like the one at Lucas Oil Speedway. It's the big old barn you pull in.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I want to see them do it right there, like they'll do right in front of everybody.
Right in front of everybody.
So you see that light turn red, or you see the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
I like that.
Chris, I will be at the Hornet Special, not not this weekend. Horner Special will be the following weekend.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I'll be there 100% because I got to get.
100%.
I will
You
be
heard
there.
that, Peyton.
I will be there.
Did you not sell enough blood to go this weekend?
Nope. Nope.
He ain't been to one in 2 months.
You're right.
I haven't either.
It's been kind of nice, really.
Oh, has it? Oh, we appreciate that. Your
Yeah.
buddies appreciate that.
Yeah.
All your help.
Greg says I ran a roller came in mine and never got caught. I never finished the feature neither.
I told Dad, I said I should have let Mick Roberts go. I should have just took the 6
Took
and
the
nobody
6.
would ever know.
Right.
But that don't go through your head when you're
Right.
out there. I didn't even know what place I was in. I was just trying to go.
Anthony said it is a barn.
That's what I thought.
They take every car every night pre-race.
Every car.
Every car is what it said.
They have to have. There's no way one person.
No,
can
there's got to be
win.
multiple. Josh says I want a flag to flag sticker. I will have them in 2 weeks.
What's your address? Be better off just to mail it to you.
If I'm not there though, Zach Stalker's got some in his trailer.
I got 95 H's.
JT said he wouldn't keep them in his trailer.
I got the 95 H's if anybody wants 95 H.
I got a whole stack of flag
Am I-
media stickers. I've been wiping my butt with them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Do they work?
No, not
A
really.
little rough.
Those
Yeah.
don't work, Grant. They don't work. Nothing wrong with 6th. Only $15 to $20 difference.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Looking back, I didn't get nothing. So I should have took the 6.
Yeah.
Opinion on Brent Lee selling out.
He shouldn't. He ain't going to.
I don't think
Is he?
so.
No,
I seen he
he-
posted that. I thought
Yeah,
you said he
it's
got
a
something
lot-
different.
A lot of
Yeah.
emotions and
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I
from
was
his post,
that
it just
pulled
seemed
off.
like
I was.
it just seemed like he said he sold the modified because he wanted to race Brownstown Weekly,
Yeah.
and then just everything's been happening there. You know,
Right.
track whatever.
Yeah.
I think it just. I feel like he's been running good from
He's
what
He's
I've
been
seen.
really good.
Like,
there was a lot of emotion in it.
I know, but
Oh,
Circle
yeah.
City he's ran pretty good when they've been up there, and
Yeah.
He's
so-
been good at Brownstown. He just ain't got the breaks he needs.
Yeah. He'll come back.
Gosh, they have a
Just
tech.
part of it.
They got a tech team, 4 or 5 guys.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Okay, JT, I need you to secure a semi with at least a 4-car hauler for the Spooker race. I've got 2 race ready. One will be finished next week, and 1 more in the process. I need you to get all 4 from Oklahoma to your neck of the woods and back to Oklahoma, all flying like Larson. Hey, we can land you right there on the track.
Bud's got a semi.
Are you going with me? We can fit 3 in that box.
Yeah. I'll go with you.
Can you put one on top?
Don't say it if you don't mean it.
You know I'll go with you.
Can't you just rent
We've
like a
been-
U-Haul with a trailer behind it?
We don't have to pay for this. Bud just he'll put fuel in it for us. Bud don't ever let me pay for nothing.
Except for the roller cam.
Greg Lynn says he's
Well,
got
I
a
didn't pay for
CDL.
that. I had it already.
So you got a driver right there.
See, I got mine too. We could convoy.
I mean,
William said he'll haul one of them.
we drove all the way to nowhere to pick up your brother-in-law. Sure.
That's on you. Don't put that on me. Here's where I screwed up. Zach goes, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I didn't come up with something. I just said, "I don't know yet. Why don't you go with me?"
It's your brother-in-law. I was just trying to help you guys out.
You didn't help me out at all. Took my whole day up.
You got a free dinner.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, it was Texas Roadhouse. Come on.
Robert said he's
I had a
losing
good
his
time, but
Robert said he's losing his 53-year-old mind.
is that how old he is?
I guess, yeah.
No,
I don't think he's
50.
53.
53. Happy birthday, Brent.
I hope my hair looks like that at 53.
See, Brent did comment down here though, and he said, "I'll be back. Price is so high that no one in the right mind would buy it." So,
Hey, but if they do,
but
That's
if they do,
like-
I mean,
That's like
You're
if your
good.
wife says you need to sell this, but you just price it really high, so no one like, oh, I tried to sell it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not lying.
right.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that I priced my tractor for 40,000. It's like triple what it's worth.
I was going to offer you 10 for it.
I'll take it.
I knew he would.
Fight me after the show, bro.
I told you to offer less. He'd have took 75.
You probably would have.
William said, "I'll haul my car." Robert said, "Watching Brent Lee drive is like watching Austin Cochran try to talk."
Oh,
God, that's rough.
Hey,
That's rough.
that's
Poor
sad.
Austin.
You
Is-
can't
is
you can't
Austin on
insult
here?
someone and then tell them you love them 2 seconds later.
Right.
He regretted it instantly.
JT and Zach, for you guys run a big Salem in the Ford's 4th of July weekend.
I probably won't be.
It don't look good. I mean,
No.
Kenny offered it. but we just ain't had time to even
Right.
go get it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said too. We both talked to Kenny the other night, and
we are going to get over there sometime though.
I'm gonna run through some stuff real quick. Summer Nationals.
Wait a second. Let me and Peyton have our moment.
yeah,
What's our moment?
We went to Paragon and we
yeah,
tried the
I forgot about
concession
that.
stand Friday night.
Yep.
My cheeseburger was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Peyton, tell me about your tenderloin.
I had a tenderloin. It wasn't as big as Brownstown's, but
Still good though, ain't it?
100 times better.
Yeah.
And they had Dippin' Dots.
Did they have Dippin' Dots?
We went to a Dippin' Dot stand at Florida and they didn't have the brownie ones. Paragon, we have a Dippin' Dot stand and they had the brownie ones.
Really?
Yes.
Was it like in the actual container? Or was it like a bag?
It's in a little bag. They were
Yeah.
better. They wasn't frostbitten.
There's a bunch of
Frostbit.
gas stations that have those.
Close enough. We knew what you meant.
They were
Close
freaking
enough.
killer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the cheeseburger, I gave it an 8.5 because I wanted to have room just in case something did surpass it.
I think I have to go back and look at my video, but that's about what I gave it when I was up there.
It was killer and it was dressed. And I would give the Dippin' Dots a 10. Actually, I'd give them a 12
a 12? 12
because
out of 10?
they had the brownie.
What was the Dippin' Dots at Circle City?
20
20.
out of 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird scale.
Theirs was different.
Oh, it was.
Did you have any up there Friday?
No, I ate that cheeseburger. That was it.
Was it good? Did you think it was that good? Mine
It was okay.
killer.
It had been in the water.
Sounds
for
like
a
we
while.
need to go back Saturday.
The food was killer.
I guess it depends
the
on when you
fries,
get
the
it.
fries I give a
You know,
3.
a lot of it.
The
Yeah.
fries were no
Fries were
good.
But I'm telling you
Doggy.
what, the burger was about that thick.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It wasn't your old janky McDonald's
Janky
cheeseburger.
burger.
Soy burger.
I like
Yeah,
it
soy
being
burger.
dressed. I love a dressed cheeseburger, but no tomato
You didn't even talk
I
about
like
how
them
we did
undressed,
Friday.
bud.
with ketchup.
With
Lots
ketchup.
of ketchup.
Yeah.
How'd you do Friday, Zach?
Finished 9th.
We had
Didn't
top
break
That's
five
coming
going.
I
from
was
the
up
tail,
to
too.
5th.
That's coming from the tail,
Yeah.
too.
Come from last.
He
Gotta get
draws
back
the
up.
biggest, baddest heat race every week.
That was your
Heaven forbid we
first
draw a
I
good
looked at
one.
my race pass and said, oh, shit.
Yeah, he had everybody.
Yeah.
Gosh. He rolled out there, was like, well, we ain't got a chance in heck winning this one.
Way to have faith in
Yeah,
me.
no kidding. All right, so we're going to check on the Turbo Nationals. This is the upcoming races tonight. They're at Spoon River, Brownstown Bull Ring, I-55, and Lincoln Speedway, those are the next 4 events.
Did he
Moose-
win last night?
No,
I say he got wrecked in the heat.
Max McLaughlin
I think
won
he
last
finished
night.
like
Really?
7th.
Yeah,
He started.
They're at
Herb-
22 car. Doesn't he drive big block mod normally? Good for
Late
him.
models full-time now.
Herb started like way back. I think he finished like 7th. wasn't he?
Yeah,
He got the last transfer in the heat.
Yeah.
He barely made it.
the World of Outlaws are going to start their midsummer hell tour, whatever you want to call it. But so they're at Thunder Hill tonight, Ponderosa tomorrow night, Brownstown Saturday. Then they go to Independence, Hamilton County, I-94, River City, and Norman County, which those are all, I mean, the 20th through the 29th. So
Good grief.
pretty wild.
That is a summer. Are those summer national races?
No, that's World of Outlaws.
You two fighting? Give him the elbow, Peyton.
World of Outlaw points. Nick Hoffman's leading points. Brandon Shepard second. Cade Dillard's third. I did see today Chris Madden has dropped out of World of Outlaw points due to health reasons. Hope Chris is doing okay with whatever he's dealing with. And defending champion Bobby Pierce is currently sitting 7th right now, but with Chris dropping out, it'll move him up to technically 6th.
He's already closed that gap
So-
substantially.
Bunch.
Before Madden had said that this was last year full time, right?
Right.
So it's had something to do with that, probably.
You know, I wonder. I don't know. I don't
Because
know if it
that
has
was like right
something to
before
do
the
with
dream,
Yes.
and now a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever.
he's dropped out.
Yeah.
So something's going on. So, and then this weekend, Lucas Oil is at Lernerville for 3 nights of racing starting tonight, tomorrow night and Saturday night for the Firecracker 100. I did have the Lucas Oil points somewhere, but I don't know what I did with them. But obviously, Ricky Thornton Jr. is still leading Lucas Oil points. I do want to show Brownstown points. So Devin Gilpin is leading the Slicker Graphic Super Late Model points.
If he wins that, he's the all-time super late model champion
At
Brownstown, right?
Brownstown, yep.
Yep.
I hope he gets that.
Jug Wethington is leading the P3 Graphics Indiana Pro Late Models. Brent Lee is second. Al Magner third.
He can't sell if he's second. Plus, he's a rookie.
I know. A rookie leading or second points. You can't sell.
That'd be crazy.
Pewter Hall Superstocks, Tucker Chastain is leading the points. Isaiah Sasser second. Blake Hall's third. Huge shout out to JT Huffman for 10th in points.
All right.
Yeah. And then
It's all those top 15s.
yeah.
They're coming in.
Pure Stocks got
only got 5 cars to show up this week.
Thanks, Peyton.
I'm sorry.
Josh Turner leading Pure Stock points. Brent McMillan second. AJ Wilson third. Hornets, Jeremy Shimwell was leading points. Michael Brewer second. Preston Wrighthouse third. Shout out to Preston being a rookie and being as young as he is. It's pretty cool to see him third points in the Hornets. Crown Vics, Todd Kane's leading the points. Eric Lewis is second. Dustin Cross is third. Shout out to Ryan Woods for fifth. And
Where's
Finley
Finley at?
seventh.
7th.
Yep. So shout out to those guys.
Go back to the other one. I didn't get to look at all of
Which
them.
ones? This one here?
Yeah.
Jordan Weaver second. Bailey Boatneck.
Well, them super stocks are tight from second to.
They are.
Wouldn't Weaver be a rookie?
What's the math on that, Peyton?
What?
Top the second to fifth. What is that? 1178 to
32.
32. There's only 32 points separating second through fifth in the super stocks. And Colton Sullivan's still there too.
Top 5 have all won this year.
How many there every week? Top 7?
Yeah, top 7.
That's more than the rest of the classes, ain't it? Well, probably not Crown Vics. Go click on the Crown Vics.
Crates.
Crate,
Really?
no, not them. Not that stops at Zach Burton. Top 4's the only ones that's there all week. Robert Rainey ain't been there every week.
Oh,
He wasn't at Paragon. Or he
Robert's
was at
only been there
Paragon.
once this year.
Kane's been there every week.
No, he ain't. He wasn't at Paragon either.
Yeah, he was.
Or was
Yeah,
he
he
not
was at
at?
Paragon.
He went somewhere and he
He
did
was at
Bloomington.
Paragon.
Bloomington.
Yeah, he wasn't Bloomington.
He wasn't in Bloomington.
That was ILMS.
Yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd add a little bit more to the show tonight and put some stuff up there where we could all take a gander at it. Let's go back to the comment section.
I think I'm like
Oh, good
14th.
grief.
14th, and you
Yeah,
missed
something
half
like
the
that.
year.
I don't think you're gonna be able to read some of
I
those.
think so. Somewhere in there.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
You're almost in the money. I'm in the
Yeah.
money.
I won't
I
make
got like
it in the
$60
money.
if I go to the banquet.
I won't make it in the money.
Yeah.
Baby, the baby being due will cut
Chicken
me out in
tenders.
a couple weeks.
Chicken tenders. I heard that the chicken tenders are good there.
Where
They were
at?
really small.
Oh, at
Paragon.
Paragon.
They were really small though.
Were they small?
Yeah.
Allie liked them, and I think Jess liked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
That's
thing I
all.
didn't like was the fries. Everything else was on point.
Yeah. Of course,
I
fries. I,
thought
think
they-
it just sat in their container for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Soaked up.
But
a little bit.
you didn't have to wait. They had it. They had it there ready. That
Right.
was nice.
Yeah.
What are you smiling about?
Well,
Got
I'm
something
just
to say?
reading the comments. They're really hammering Robert on what he said, but it was funny.
Yeah, don't read that one.
Yeah, modified points are looking pretty good.
the modified points are close.
I think you're leading, Braden,
Yeah, we got 32 guys tied for the lead
and B. Shelley is
They're all
second.
tied.
with 0 points.
0 points.
They had a good mod car count at Paragon.
Yeah.
Right. They had a good car count in every class. How many classes was there? There's only 3 of them
3.
there. Yeah, but there's plenty of
Brownstown
cars.
had a good car count Saturday.
Yeah,
Every class had a big man except for
super stocks. Used to, we was the only ones that did.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that's flipped around a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
How
I'm
many
glad.
super stocks did they have? I didn't even look at.
I made
It
the
was
show when I
unreal.
ran last. And
I think they had right at 20.
Was it 20?
It was
There's,
more than what they've had normally have.
There's 16 tonight at Putmanville.
I think it was 20 or 21.
tonight. What's tonight?
They're running that. You can explain it. You tried to explain it to me a while ago. I
This
don't know what you're
week,
talking about.
that new Maverick series, a new 410 wing series that Spiker has started, him and that
Oh.
Honest Abe Roofing guy. They're having basically like a mini sprint week for wing cars. And it starts tonight at Putmanville, tomorrow at Bloomington, Saturdays at Hopstock, and then Sunday at Terre Haute. It's 55 wing cars tonight at Putmanville
Wow.
Wow.
on a Thursday.
55. I didn't know there was that many around
They
here.
said the grandstands. Well, it's in with that. What did they say?
IRA something.
IRA Sprint Series or whatever. It's on Flow. It's
Tax
on Flow all
deductible,
week.
probably.
That's IRA.
That's what it is.
Oh,
But yeah, they had 55 cars tonight, and there were 16 super stocks. And then tomorrow night is the big Kevin Huntley Memorial up at Bloomington for the 305s. It's $5,000 to win
It's
for them.
305 winged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's $5,000 to win for them.
they had a bunch
Plus-
of them at Bloomington when we were up there.
Yeah, those are fun to watch around there. But and then plus that 410 week show. So
Is that going to be? They're going to race more this year? Or is it just these 4
yeah,
races?
so the Maverick series they've already been running. They've ran at Terre Haute, and and that Jacob Allen that was on
Yeah.
World of Outlaws last year, he won. So I mean, you had like Rico coming to run with him. You've had some big name guys coming to run when they're off.
Huh.
So it's like a region. It's a regional 410 wing sprint series. So
I haven't even heard of that.
I think that's what they need though to
it
make
was named after you. I'm surprised you haven't. It's called the
Maverick.
Maverick
Well,
series,
you know,
or something like that.
I've got so many people following me. It's
But
unreal.
I thought someone said 50. My dad told me 55 cars, and I was like, no way. And he sent me a picture someone posted on Facebook, but they said there was like no one in the grandstands. But
That's
it's-
wild.
There wasn't nobody in the grandstands for that?
I don't know. Wing cars around here, they haven't really been, been a long time since there've been
Then they're
wing
going to have
races.
a wing car at Bloomington. I thought they wasn't allowed to do that no more.
World of Outlaws won't come back.
I'm not working on that brand new 4-wheeler.
Yeah, how many hours that thing got on already?
500
But-
because he ain't got off of it since I brought it home.
Who owns?
Yeah,
I can buy his own damn 4-wheeler.
he won't.
He
July
lives on your property and everything.
Yeah, cops on him.
July 19th, they're running up there, I think, and Briscoe's coming, and he's running his car.
Really?
We're at Bloomington.
I think it's the 19th.
You know, nobody won the Smoky Mountain deal because Overton won Saturday night. I didn't know if Hunt the Front was running, so I
was going to pick him.
he
if
won.
He was running,
He won.
and you told
what
me
you
Hunt the
said.
Front was going.
Is that his
Well, I
chassis?
thought so.
It's
That's
Wells
Wells.
chassis.
So is it his base?
Infinity.
Yeah.
I think Infinity is going to make a lot of noise.
Is that what
the
his?
future.
Is
I
that
mean,
what theirs is?
Him
What
and
is
Gustin?
Gus
Ryan Gustin, he's looked good.
and
okay.
Moyer, but
More senior,
Oh,
junior.
the king. They're
I
talking
was
about
waiting for you to say something.
Senior,
Yeah.
junior.
beating all them Bloomquist cars.
Senior.
It what's
Because Bloomfield
Stormies.
gets flipped.
Thorns is Category 5.
Did Mac Daddy
Category
win
five.
Smoky Mountain?
No,
No.
Should have.
But an Infinity did.
They should
An
have won
Infinity
Friday
by
night for
Moyer.
sure.
Should have won Friday night. They were in the caution.
What's up, guys? Well, I'll put your stickers on, and well, it didn't turn out so good. Just kidding. Well,
Yeah, usually as soon as those touch your car, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Finley's had a rough year too.
Finley put mine on the bottom of his car.
Did he?
Like the underneath.
I don't think so. It's on the back of the Focus, I think.
One of them
Finley?
is.
It says MSG on the back of the Focus now.
Oh, I gave him like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
so-
me and Finley put an MSG sticker on the back of his Focus that night.
Yeah. I never peeled it off. She's still riding proud.
I
Yeah.
watched.
Free advertisement.
I support you.
Yeah, they've not done anything in them so far yet.
Give us the
Category
Thunder
five.
Valley stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Thunder Valley. So
Get far.
I was just kidding about that. I don't really have any updates.
What an ass.
You really don't?
Yeah. So the fair is obviously going on this week. Don't have much going on at the fair. We'll say this. Ryan and I, we met down at the tracks Monday night.
You met or he was down there and you found him.
No, we met down there because we met a different guy for. I'll tell you that in a minute.
We gotta tell us full story.
Ryan, I am. Ryan's got a lot of stuff going on that is behind the scenes stuff. It's not really my business to tell. It will eventually come out, but that's why kind of Thunder Valley is running a little bit behind because he wants to make sure that it is 100% before he opens the gates. I will tell you that paint has been ordered for the wall. We're in contact with pressure washing companies to get the wall pressure washed before we get the paint put on.
Washered.
Seabiscuit does
We're gonna
that.
pressure washer that
Well,
thing.
talk to Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit said his schedule's a little tight, and he said he just has a little bitty pump sprayer
Oh,
in the back of his truck. So,
So he does sidewalks.
yeah,
gotcha. I didn't know what he did.
he does like he said if it comes down to it, we need him, then he'd be there in a heartbeat. But like this is going to be like more probably of an industrial job because all that concrete's been sitting there for 2 years.
You're gonna pressure wash it all and then paint it on.
So which is what we
Who's
were told to
pressure
do.
washer in it?
If we can find a pressure washer, and then somebody they want to be doing it. But
Hmm.
yeah, we were told. But anyway, I met Josh Sheldon down there. Josh works at Sherwin-Williams. He basically knew how to do all the paint math to tell us how much paint was going to be needed.
Are
So
you gonna
that's what-
paint it?
No.
We
No.
knew
No, all I
that.
heard was hand me a weed eater, hand me a paintbrush, hand me a lawnmower.
I'm not. I mean, I might if I need to help. I'll paint.
You
it,
imagine
but-
him mowing?
I know it.
What do you mean? My yard is pristine, bud.
Owen does that, don't he?
No.
Oh, I thought,
Oh, I thought he
Owen,
did.
Owen has mowed the yard one time.
Sounds like the four-wheeler's tearing it up out there.
I
It
thought
probably
he,
is.
I thought he weed eated and did everything around here.
No.
Oh,
just a rumor, I guess.
What's going on, Jacoby? Congratulations on your last couple of wins. Lamar's pretty much the big dog down there. It's not been announced yet, Braden. Look
No-
out. Look
no
out.
wonder nothing's
So you're
getting done.
you're the announcer. You're the announcer.
No, not yet. Anyway,
Not yet.
Not
Imagine
yet.
him
So
announcing.
You don't have a date to give us? or
Hey,
nothing?
I did
Hopefully,
have.
hopefully it's not roller.
As long as he don't have to say pressure
mid-
washer, he'll be fine.
mid to end of July.
Mid to
pressure
end of
washer.
July, race cars on the track. That's
what-
locked in.
That's I can't say locked in because it's not my dates to give, but that's probably going to be the projected date.
As in a race or a practice.
Potentially looking at 1 or 2 practices and then start racing, but it's looking like potentially go through part of November. So
Really?
yeah,
Damn.
November?
yep. What? What's funny?
6 and Ruben.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I
I'd
don't
take it
At
bath.
least,
With,
I don't
at least
plan
you'd
on
be
announcing.
Essex.
No, he'd be Ruben.
if I had to do
Josh.
that, I would take a bath with a toaster.
I don't
Come
have-
on, Josh.
I don't have any classes. I will tell you this on classes.
You ain't gonna race down
There's
there,
going to be
Josh.
several classes that are going to be on the schedule, and
Show up to work.
from the discussions, I would say if you want your class to be at Thunder Valley in 2025, you need to talk to all your other classmates and show up and support. That's
Oh,
what it's going to be based off.
Hopefully it comes out soon so we can maybe we can have
Schedule.
our
Yeah,
trip
we
back
could
on.
have. We could have made our. Well,
still
we
can?
had Scott Patman that week. Now,
Oh yeah.
So I will say this. This is just an example. If he has Crown Vics and there's 50 Crown Vics show up, and he has pure stocks and there's 3 pure stocks to show up, guess who's not going to be on the schedule in 2025?
well, that's
Crown
not
Vic.
fair. There's going to be 50 Crown Vics.
Oh, I'm just using that as an example.
We'll use a
Like,
better
He'd be,
one.
he'd be dumb if he didn't have Crown Vics and Hornets on every week.
If there
I
was
know,
3
I'm
mod lights,
I'm just
and
using that. I'm just using that as an
18
example.
modifiers. They're going to
Mod
keep the
Lights always had a
modifiers.
good car count. I thought down there.
I think
Yeah,
they
that was
should
good.
What are
try.
you talking about?
Holy shit, everybody's talking so fast. I don't even know what's going on here.
I think they should try
JT
circle
had a
track
rubber hand.
lawnmowers because I would definitely be down there for that.
Have you been watching those on TikTok and Facebook?
Maybe.
Hey, I
I
did.
burn them up, dude. I burn it up.
I did try to get roller kicked out of there though.
Where?
Rollers will
So
get
I
you
won't,
kicked
I
out.
won't say it yet, but with MSG, I'm going to be sponsoring certain part of the race every night. But I was like, I'll only do it if Roller's gone. He about took it, but we had to renegotiate.
Yeah, Rollers. He's on the out, bud.
Yeah. We had to renegotiate. So Roller's still there.
My shirt is soaked.
Are you guys hot?
Yeah, I got swamp ass.
I could smell it.
But anyway, fair.
That was
The,
just Zach's armpits.
Probably is.
yeah, getting there.
We're getting
Uh,
there.
I will say this: the Washington County Fair will be over at the end of the week, and then it's going to be game on. So keep your eye out for social media posts coming out for Thunder Valley. I know everybody's been impatient. I get it, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people aren't seeing. That I'm not saying behind the scenes as far as weed eating. I'm talking about bigger stuff than that. So
Can you imagine him running a weed eater?
I can't.
it'd already be done, bud.
It'd be out of
Do you
string.
guys seriously?
Yeah,
do you guys
wrapped around the
seriously?
fence and stuff.
Do you guys seriously have anything else for tonight?
That was being serious.
Yeah, we were. We're having fun. Aren't
Are you?
Aren't you?
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
wish
having a
that-
blast.
Okay.
40, still got 46 viewers.
Give something away, Grant.
I don't have any.
We got
I do
a
have
flag to
t-shirts.
flag media.
Hey, you got any more
koozie.
shirts left?
I will tell you this. Let's do this.
I got a good question.
What?
How many times has JT been caught illegal?
Oh,
Caught?
Yeah.
Caught or ran?
well, are you
We
counting?
can't count that
Are
high.
you counting on the track or in
In
the
tech.
or on Brownstown premises?
Caught or disqualified?
Because he's went to jail once and he got caught cheating.
He did go to jail. Okay, well, I guess yeah. There's too many
What am I
variables
taking
there.
what am I taking a chill pill for?
Yeah. Robert's got that small man
I'm like the-
syndrome. Be careful.
I'm like the chillest man you'll ever meet. Power washing.
Worshering.
Washering.
Mushroom.
How many cars do you think will be at Brownstown Saturday?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
go
didn't-
late model count.
You going?
No. What, Saturday? No,
Yeah.
I can't.
You gotta go sell blood.
Why?
I can't tell you. I can tell you off air, but I can't tell you on there.
He's weed eating.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
Weed eating.
Spit on that thing.
What? So car count. Let's do this.
22.
JT,
22 late models.
Zach,
Dang, Peyton.
We'll give-
shooting him
we'll
right in
give-
the foot, huh?
Well, they're
Grant's,
racing at Lernerville. There'll be way more there.
Grant's special guest tonight, so we'll give him first.
Oh, he's special. All right.
And then Peyton, then me.
Crates aren't running, right?
I don't get to pick.
No. Crates
Are we gonna guess like who's supers, or we're gonna like add crates in there? Because if it wasn't for crates, some of the super shows wouldn't even be a show.
Okay, so we're going to do Lucas Oil. Who are you picking for Lucas Oil first? At Lernerville.
Ooh.
I want to go first.
The obvious choice is so easy, but
I'm,
What-
don't
who you
take
going
him.
with?
I'm taking him.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. Huddy,
Hudson.
Is he going to be there?
he's been up with Rumley
JT.
lately.
We
I
got,
get to go next. Oh, that's easy. Bobby Pierce.
hold on.
Thanks for letting me
At
go before
Lernerville?
Zach.
That's
At Lernerville?
He'll be at
Okay, we'll give you Bobby Pierce.
You said the world about all.
Why would I pick
Lucas.
Hudson? Why would I pick
That's
Hudson?
why I said, what you think he's going to be there?
No, we're talking about Lucas.
Lucas Oil.
Oh, Ricky Thornton.
Cheating.
I
Trying to
think
cheat
you
over
should
there.
go the other way when you pick for Brownstown.
Jacoby, to
Well, I
answer
want to
your
trade mine,
question,
and you can have Ricky.
I was told that there are no mod races during Fair Week, is what I was told.
Yeah, they're not running mods at all.
All right, JT, who are you picking?
Which one?
Lucas Oil. At
Read that
Lernerville.
last comment.
I won't pick Ricky because that doesn't seem fair. So I will take. I don't know who else is running. Devin Moran.
Devin Moran.
Yep.
Hey, look. I already got a good pick.
Zach.
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Who else picked?
Ooh, that's bold strategy. Cotton.
Hudson, Devin Moran,
He ran
T-Mac.
second at Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's leading points.
Oh, yeah. We're going Ricky.
Who'd you pick? I thought you picked Ricky.
He picked
Devin
Devin
Moran.
Moran.
no, he picked Bobby Pierce.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is true. He did pick Bobby.
I take Bobby Pierce for the weekend. Anywhere he
I'm gonna
goes.
go with
Bobby against the field.
Man, who do I want to go with? I'll go with Dalton Wilson.
Tony Jackson.
Is he still in that ride?
All right, who's going? Who's going? With,
I hope
Because
not.
Clinton was in it. Dream.
I'm gonna pick first. We'll go in reverse order
Wow.
for
It's
World
your,
Outlaws.
it's your show. Make the
I'm gonna
rules.
go with Del McDowell,
For where?
Brownstown.
Well, Peyton's going to end up with the best two guys in the
You think?
country.
Bobby.
God, you
Is,
got
Mc,
Bobby and
is
Ricky.
McDowell World of Outlaws?
Huh?
Is McDowell World of
He
Outlaws?
posted today they're gonna be at Brownstown Saturday. Zach.
I don't even want to pick.
Oh, put the fat kid last.
Hey, who you want for World of Outlaws at Brownstown Speedway?
Man, if Madden was going to be there, I'd be Shep, I guess.
V Shep.
The only one left.
Jacoby, hopefully he's taking the new dirt off.
JT.
I'm taking our local Devin Gilpin.
Devin Gilpin. Grant.
Oh, who's been picked? Bobby.
Bobby McDowell, B Shep, and Devin Gilpin.
I don't even know who's left. Can I just take the
Field.
field?
No.
The points leaders left. How are you not going to pick the points leader?
Who's the points leader? I don't
I
follow
can't
World of
tell you.
Outlaws.
Nick Hoffman.
Hoffman.
Oh, I'll go. He tried to cut down on some local modified boys over here, bud, on Facebook.
Oh,
Can't
that's
pick him.
dirty.
I'll take
this is-
Hoffman.
This is for $100.
I can't pick him, but I'll pick him.
All right. Anyway.
Hashtag elite. See how he started?
We didn't start it. You started it.
Factory.
Anyway. All right.
I'm
You guys got
gonna come
anything
up
else for
with
night?
Factory Z.
I'm starting to sweat now.
No, it's Night Stalker.
Oh, Night Star.
Rocket by Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Rocket Stalker.
It's not an
Yeah,
XR1.
Is that about done?
NS1.
Are you guys about done with that?
What?
What?
The whatever you just said. The Rocket by Night Stalker. The
It's
whatever
still in
you're gonna-
You
development.
mind your own business, Grant.
Yeah.
Well, you
How
might,
do you even know about that?
you might have a first buyer.
you tell me about it every time I see you.
It's top
Well,
secret.
you just wait till Zach gets done building it.
It's top
That's what he did.
secret.
He said Zach
Still on the
building it.
jig. Still on the jig.
Yeah.
No.
We're welding it up outside in the rain.
Yeah. JT's got the battery cables hooked to the battery.
Optima, Blue Top, Marine.
I got a bunch of I got a bunch of coat hangers at home I need to get rid of.
I'd say to Brentley's comment, I'd say Steve Francis has been on the phone a lot this week.
Oh, I guarantee he has.
Where do you see his comment?
He said, right here.
Oh, okay.
He sounded like the bash play's been horrible. I mean, it is what it is, but I'd say, Francis.
Francis has probably been dialing it in. All right. I appreciate everybody
Good show.
watching tonight. I'm getting hot. Peyton's been hot for the last 45 minutes. Anyway,
JT's gonna pick up a new roller cam.
JT, yeah. What's
Yep.
it?
Or just
Amazon?
a cam. Just a cam.
I'm
my
going to
bad.
start running those, them little drip pans under the intake.
Yeah.
So they can't get their scope in there. Yeah, pull the intake off, get that pan off there. But live and learn.
Yeah. All right. Well, we get out to your local track, support your local track this weekend, wherever that may be. And we will see you all next Thursday night when the next flag flies.